Atlanta. So I've been going city to city, state to state, trying to understand after Mississippi determined that they were going to try to abolish property taxes. Shout out to Mississippi operating at a budget surplus, a huge, massive budget surplus. Now we got Los Angeles saying we had a budget deficit. We got to lay off. We got Chicago. We had a budget deficit. We got to lay off. Whole states, California, trying to figure out how they can cut resources. And then as a result, instead of getting their whole budget taken care of, they want to try to sue the Trump administration as though their budget wasn't already messed up way before Trump came into office. But similarly, Atlanta, the city that I'm in right now, has a $20 million projected budget deficit. It is confirmed. I wanted to wait before I even had this conversation with you guys. It is confirmed that Atlanta has a budget deficit, and it is potentially going to be growing every single year until they start making different decisions. Check it out.
Atlanta city leaders have a problem. They're trying to figure out how to solve a multi-million-dollar budget deficit.
As the mayor works on a new budget, they've hinted that layoffs and cuts could be on the way. Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo joins us now at the live desk. Rob, break down what this means for taxpayers.
Hey, Courtney, Tom, good evening to you both. Well, this will be one of the more challenging budget seasons for the city of Atlanta. This year's budget is in the red by $20 million. That means with this new budget, officials will have to make some tough decisions. Atlanta City Hall is looking to tighten its belt, facing a $20 million shortfall, potential layoffs, and economic uncertainty.
It's going to be a contraction from prior years.
Councilmember Howard Shook is the chair of the City Council's Finance and Executive Committee. He says they'll have to make some tough choices in the new fiscal year, which starts July 1st.
We're going to have to undergo the same belt tightening that you're seeing so many people in both the public and private sector go through.
Wait a minute. But the Trump administration came into office and said, let's create the Department of Government Efficiency. Let's do audits, and let's actually proactively make sure that we don't have fraud, waste, and abuse. And the Democrats were the ones that actually protested. Y'all remember that? Every Democrat from every major city came and protested and said, no, we need to keep the public sector moving. We need to make sure that we keep all public jobs, union, non-union. If you work for the public sector, if you work for the city, if you work for the government in any capacity, you should have jobs. So wait a minute. We protested for it when Trump was doing it, but we'll have to make some tough cuts in your own local governments from every single major liberal city. So you guys can make tough decisions because you have a budget deficit. But on a federal level, we're just supposed to make sure that we take care of y'all from a taxpayer perspective. Okay, interesting.
So how did the city end up $20 million in the red? Shook says the snowstorms, President Jimmy Carter's funeral, and security for the new police training center got expensive real quick.
Wait a minute. Did they just blame it on Jimmy Carter's funeral? Did Atlanta blame it on a snowstorm and Jimmy Carter's funeral? Who was y'all mayor? Andre Dickens? The one that was visiting Kamala Harris along with Fannie Willis in order to try to levy the charges against Trump? They just blamed a snowstorm and Jimmy Carter's funeral for their budget deficit. All right. I done heard it all. I done seen a lot of things in my lifetime. I've never heard them blame it on Jimmy Carter's funeral. I wasn't expecting it. I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime. I wasn't expecting them to blame it on Jimmy Carter's funeral. I've seen a lot now.
All of that added up. Overtime was a big driver of it.
He says they'll have to tap into the city's reserves to address that. Mayor Andre Dickens will present his proposed budget to Shook and the rest of the council next week. They have to pass a new balanced budget by the end of June.
The administration, I know, is looking to reduce the workforce, and what form that takes, we will see.
Mayor Andre Dickens' press secretary said he's, quote, committed to a safe, thriving Atlanta built for the future with opportunity for all.
Are y'all not tired of these raggedy ass statements that all of these people keep making? We're committed to a safe, thriving Atlanta built for the future with opportunity for all. That's why I like Trump, because Trump just give it to you straight. Hey, listen, they taking advantage of us. We can't have that. We got to get this budget together, and we got to have tariffs because people are robbing the United States of America blind. The benefit of Trump is very transparent, and whether you like him or not, he just going to tell you exactly what's on his mind. Hey, listen, I don't like what's going on over here. We bleed money. They stealing. The Democrats have been robbing you blind. We funding Sesame Street over here, and we can't just keep doing it. And we got to get our budget together, and we got to invest back in America. Trump just give it to you straight. They don't give you no statements. They don't do none of that stuff. Hey, what's going on over there? USAID? No, listen, they stealing over there. We doing this over there. We giving all of our money to illegal migrants, and it's Biden's fault. He just give it to you, whether you like him or not. He just tell you exactly what's going on. And they give you these little stupid statements. And you don't look, Trump is the most accessible politician in our lifetime. You can't get an actual real statement from the mayor. They're going to have their people's draft a statement for you, and then they're going to give it to you. They just too busy for me. You too busy for me. They broke and busy. Broke and busy. Y'all ever seen a broke busy person? Yo, did you know that the brokest people are the hardest ones to get in touch with? They always moving and shaking. They always got something going on. Hey, I'm going to have my people call your people. Most of the people in the chat, I will tell you today, probably got my phone number. Most of the people got my direct phone number. Now, I may not answer right away. It may take me a minute to get back to you. You know how to get back in touch with me. If I'm not answering, they don't, Anton ain't answering. Hey, Rita, can you tell Anton to call me? I just sent him a text message. Then Rita called me. What's going on, Rita? Why you not answering this? Make sure you call this person. I'm going to put it on your calendar. People know how to get in touch with me. All of these other people out here, I don't care what they are. They fake mayors and all. They ain't doing nothing. They sitting up and just posing for pictures. They not that busy. Trust me. I know a lot of mayors in a lot of cities, in my own city and outside the city. I know former mayors. I know current mayors. I know people that want to be future mayors. I know all of them. They not busy at all. I know prosecutors. I know governors. I've met them all. They not that busy. I promise you, honest to God, they not that busy. They don't need these extra secretaries. They don't need none of that. They ain't getting no money like that. They acting like they doing more than they really doing. They not that busy at all. Seriously, they not that busy. I'm going to have my people's get in touch with you. Man, if you don't get rid of that nonsense, man, shut up, man. What you doing today? Nothing. Give me a call, bro. I'm going to talk to you at 3. You have a much greater chance getting in touch with the president of the United States of America and getting his attention than you do the local city council person that you pay your taxpayer dollars for. This is the real honest to God truth. You have a better opportunity of trying to get the attention of the president of the United States of America than you will a Congress member in your own district that's on tour, AOC, getting out of private planes, Bernie Sanders, and going out there and going on tour so they can raise money so that they can keep their job and their position. I'm out here state to state, city to city. I'm in every space or whatever. I answer every phone call. Eventually, I'll get back to you if I didn't answer the phone call. I know where you are. I read your message. I just didn't get to you right in time. But I'm busy, and I make time to make sure that I address every issue that people, I'll be answering comments, interacting with people, the whole 9 yards, and these people be out here acting all busy. I got this. You broke, and you ain't even got nothing to do. Try to get in touch with your local city council member person and try to get them on the phone and see if whether or not they answer your phone call. People kill me, bro, messing up the money. Got all of these administrative assistants. If y'all got rid of half of the people that's in the federal government that ain't even doing nothing, half of the people that's in your local government that's not doing nothing, I promise you, you would run more efficiently, nothing would close down, and you wouldn't have a budget deficit.
The budget will reflect those values while, quote, protecting the city's financial health and resilience.
Taxpayers should know that we're going to go through it, as we always do, line by line, and the departments will each come in and have to justify their ask.
Shook says, having worked through the 2008 recession, he's not particularly concerned at this point about the state of the city's pocketbook.
I'll have a whole lot more to say when that document thumps down on my desk.
And
somebody in the chat says 20 million is not that bad. That's how you know that we bad. First of all, 20 million turns to 40, 40 to 80, 80 to 160, 160 to 320, 320 to 640, 640 to 1,280, right? 1,560, 3,000, 3,120. It all exacerbates. That's why you see what's happening in Chicago. Chicago started off at 20 million. And then it went to 40. Now that they're at 1.16 billion. Now they're at one. The year after that is 1.34 billion. It turns into a huge number. You're comparing it against the budget deficit that's happening over in California and over in LA and over in Chicago. Any budget deficit is bad. $20 million is a lot of money. Somebody gonna get laid off. 20 million ain't that bad until you start missing some garbage pickup, until you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this part of the police department get laid off, right? Anything in a budget deficit, if you can't balance your budget, if you operate at a budget deficit, is bad, 100%, and it's going to exacerbate. Now, hopefully, Atlanta can get on the right track and they can start to get this thing together, but blaming it on Jimmy Carter's funeral is diabolical, in my opinion.